Grace family. So I have the scripture reading for today. I'm not going to read the chapter to you because you can do that yourself, but I am going to talk about it a little bit. And so today I'm going over Romans 12, the whole chapter. This is broken up into 3 sections. It's broken up into a living sacrifice, gifts of grace, and marks of a true Christian. So, the first section of living sacrifice is talking about how we are not our own, but we are God's. Paul is reminding us that we are to present ourselves as living sacrifices of Christ. And so, what that looks like in everyday life and just being an example of who Christ is. Then he goes into gifts of grace, which is a very commonly known scripture talking about the body of believers. And so Paul's reminding us that we all have different functions in the church and that not all members can do the exact same thing, but we're supposed to function together just like our bodies function. Then he goes into the marks of a true Christian. And so he talks about how we're supposed to rejoice and weep with those who weep, and how we are just supposed to be who Christ is, and that we're not the ones to give vengeance or to judge, but God is ultimately that. And so who we're supposed to be as true Christians is who Jesus was. And so we can look back in the Gospels and just know what Jesus did and who he was. So I encourage you guys to just read through Romans 12. This is actually one of my favorite scriptures. Romans is just full of great knowledge, and Paul is just talking to us in it about Jesus and who he was and what he did. And so it's just a good reminder and a good way to remember that we are not our own, but we are Christ's. I miss you guys. I hope you're all doing well in quarantine, and hopefully we'll see you soon.